Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 22 of October 2022. Essence. Sweet children, you have now received divine visions. You know that this old world is to end. Therefore, remove your attachment from it. Surrender yourself fully. Question: what are the signs of the children who have fully surrendered themselves to the Eternal Father? Answer: they do not waste their money on useless things. On the path of devotion, people set off so many fireworks at Diwali. They celebrate in temporary happiness. You know that all of that is a waste of time, a waste of money, and a waste of energy. Here, you don't celebrate with such happiness because you are in fact in simplicity. You have to go from this world of thorns to the world of flowers. Song: having found you, we have found the whole world. The earth, the sky, and the sea all belong to us. Om Shanti. You sweetest children understand the meaning of the song. You children have now attained the Father. The Father is helping you to conquer the 5 vices. That is, to conquer Maya and to become conquerors of the world. Jagat (world) is the whole world. You children know that you are going to become the masters of the whole world. When will you become the masters? When Ravan's kingdom ends, they continue to burn Ravan's effigy every year. Because the Father comes at the confluence age and ignites the lamps of you souls and makes you into the masters of the golden age. After Dasera, on the day of Deepavali, people wear good, new clothes. Generally, they also go to the temples of Lakshmi and Narayan, Radhe and Krishna and the goddesses. However, they don't know the goddesses or Lakshmi and Narayan. The goddesses are the Shiv Shaktis, the Brahmins. They sew weapons in the hands of the goddesses. In fact, goddesses don't have weapons. They are incognito. You conquer Ravan and your happiness becomes permanent for half a cycle. You do not celebrate in happiness now. This is not Deepmala because today you ignite lamps and tomorrow they become extinguished. People continue to celebrate Dasera every year. You Brahmins no longer light lamps in your homes. People light lamps and have lights, etc. in temples. They don't know what Deepmala and Dasera are. At that time, the whole of Bharat becomes new. To light lamps, etc. is all the path of devotion. They waste so much money on the path of devotion. On that day, they have so many fireworks. They continue to waste their time, waste their money, and waste their energy. This is a forest of thorns in which everyone has grown wild. You too were like that before, and you didn't understand anything. In the golden age, you won't have any unnecessary expenditure. Here, there is a lot of unnecessary expenditure. By making donations and performing charity, you receive the fruit of that for a temporary period. You know that you have surrendered yourselves to the Eternal Father, and so everything of yours becomes imperishable. You shed your old bodies and take new ones. You children have heard the story of the king who conquered attachment. That story is not about the golden age, because there is no untimely death there. They just made up a story as an example. At that time, all are destroyers of attachment, conquerors of attachment. You have to remove your attachment from the old world, which includes your bodies, because you are going to the new world. Would anyone have attachment to the old world? This is called unlimited renunciation. Baba doesn't tell you to remove your attachment from only bodies, but from whatever you see with your eyes with. Forget all of that, because you have received divine visions of how everything is now to end. The old world is already destroyed, and the new world will be created. Shiv Baba is giving us the kingdom. Shiv Baba's name is always Shiva, because he doesn't have a body of his own. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar have their own bodies. They are up above. The Lord of Immortality is telling you the story of immortality in order to take you to the land of immortality. You children are now becoming flowers. It requires effort to change thorns into flowers. Here, all are thorns. They continue to prick one another. Don't even ask. The Father says, you mustn't prick anyone now. You mustn't use the sword of lust. The violence of lust causes sorrow from its beginning, through the middle to the end. If you beat someone, you could even kill that person. Here, you have continued to be unhappy for birth after birth. The father says, you must not now use the sword of lust. You are now celebrating Dasera, and it will then be Deepavali. In the golden age, you won't celebrate Deepavali. There, Lakshmi herself rules the kingdom, and so people there won't worship her. The people who live in the temples don't know the biographies of the deities. You children know them. You children are Roop and Basant. The father says, I too have adopted a body, but my way of adopting it is different. At this time, we don't have the happiness of Deepavali because we are in simplicity. From our parents' home, we are going to go to our in-laws' home. Baba sent a message that you should wear clothes with 108 patches on them to break your body consciousness. At this time, you are going from this world of thorns to the world of flowers. It is said that those who learn to read and write will become the master. The father says, I make you into Narayan from an ordinary human. Therefore, you have to make elevated effort. Since I am teaching you, why do you spoil your status? Why do you not follow the mother and father? Baba has given you visions of how those who study well go into the dynasty. You know that you are studying to become residents of heaven. People believe that when a person dies, he becomes a resident of heaven. You know that Baba comes and sends you to heaven, and that Ravan then makes you into residents of hell. People say that the Hindus and Chinese are brothers, and yet they continue to cause one another sorrow. You know that you are receiving a lot of happiness from the mother and father. Then your degrees gradually continue to decrease. It is said there is benefit for everyone due to the stage of ascent. Therefore, everyone benefits now. Some come out of hell and become residents of heaven, and some become residents of the land of peace, and so there is benefit. In the golden age, there isn't anything that causes sorrow. The furniture of the wealthy is very beautiful. There are no animals there that cause sorrow, because the furniture also has to be good. That is called heaven. There is a play about Allah, Aladdin, and the magic lamp. As soon as he rubbed it, he received a kingdom. So Allah, the Father, establishes the first religion, That is, he establishes the original eternal deity religion. The Father makes you into the masters of Vaikunt (heaven) in a second. Baba gives you visions of the original religion. You children should not ask to have visions. Baba has said that he loves the knowledgeable souls more than those who go into trance. Maya interferes in trance. Maya doesn't interfere in knowledge. The Father gives visions to those who do intense devotion. Here, you don't do any intense devotion. The young daughters have visions. Here, it is said that if you have the habit of going into trance, you won't be able to study. In the beginning, so many used to have programs for going into trance, but they are not here today. Knowledgeable souls cannot have doubts about anything. When you have doubts and stop studying, it means that you leave the Father. The Sun Dynasty deity kingdom is now being established. Other founders of religions don't establish a kingdom. For them, it becomes their kingdom when their religion grows. You are now becoming the masters of the world. When a new person comes, ask him what his relationship is with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He would say that he is the Father. Baba establishes heaven and Ravan makes it into hell. People worship the one who created heaven and burn an effigy of the one who made it into hell, because people in hell are burning on the pyre of lust. Therefore, out of anger, they burn an effigy of Ravan. However, Ravan doesn't get burnt. They simply say that has continued from time immemorial. But they don't know the meaning of time immemorial. They burn an effigy of an enemy. Why do people burn Ravan? Because Ravan burns you. You burn Ravan, but people don't know anything. In the golden age, they are completely voiceless, and so they won't burn Ravan there. That is called the voiceless world. We are claiming our inheritance from the Father in order to become residents of paradise. It is Ravan who curses you. Who is called Ravan? There are the 5 vices of women and the 5 vices of man. These vices don't exist in the golden age. Sannyasis come later. The deity religion doesn't exist now. It is being established once again. The rosary of 108 is being created, and so subjects are also needed. There was one king of Jaipur, but there were many subjects. The rosary is now being created. Therefore, subjects are also needed. Those who become head children and then leave become ordinary subjects. People say that they want liberation in life while living at home with their families. There won't be just one who is liberated in life. The whole dynasty has to be that. In the Ashtavakra Gita, it is written that liberation in life was received in a second. But how was it received? They don't know this. The original eternal deity religion is one that gives a lot of happiness. Since you are receiving a kingdom, why should you not follow Srimad? Why should you not become like a lotus? You are Brahmins, are you not? Therefore, you have the conch shell, the discus, the mace, and the lotus flower. At Deepmala, people wear new clothes and go to the temples for just the one day. They don't wear new clothes on Krishna's birthday, but they do wear new clothes on Deepavali. They have everything new. On that day, shopkeepers end their old accounts and start new ones. You are also now ending your old accounts and starting new ones. The Father enables you to profit and Ravan makes you incur a loss. How will there be profit? Man mana bhav, madhyaji bhav. Vishnu is in the middle. Madhyaji bhav means the Father establishes the land of Vishnu through Brahma. Therefore, the old world is destroyed. So Shiv Baba comes at the end of the Iron Age, and then it is the beginning of the Golden Age. It is written that establishment takes place through Brahma. Brahma is the father of humanity. So whose children are you? Are you the children of Shiva or Brahma? You say you are the mother and father. You truly do have the mother and father in a practical way at this time. You are studying and claiming your inheritance, and then Ravan comes and makes you unhappy. Sorrow increases gradually. This Iron Age is an ocean of poison, whereas the Golden Age is an ocean of milk. Vishnu is sown in an ocean of milk. you truly know about the Sera and Deepavali. What would those people know about these things? We have understood the secrets. You know that you were in heaven yesterday and that you are now in hell. Tomorrow you will be in heaven again. Why is tomorrow said? Because after the night, the day comes. When someone comes here, ask him or her whose ashram this is. Have you heard the name Prajapita Brahma? There are so many Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, and so Brahma is the father. Only from the father do you receive the inheritance. The father says, remember me and you will become Madhyaji Bhav. The father doesn't forbid you to do business. Baba says, you may do your business, but remember Baba, because you are to receive the inheritance from him. This is an incentive. There aren't any incentives anywhere else. In schools too, they have incentives. This is why it is said that student life is the best. This is an unlimited study. You know the unlimited history and geography. Go to schools and tell them what the unlimited history and geography are. Tell them you are teaching limited history and geography. We will tell you the unlimited history and geography of Lakshmi and Narayan and how they attained their status. As you progress further, you will receive invitations from college. This is a godly world university, and he is the spiritual father. He gives you soul's spiritual knowledge. The incorporeal comes into the corporeal and speaks this knowledge to you. There is no question of Krishna in this. They don't understand anything. Everything has been tangled up. People want to become free, but fighting continues to increase. They say that they want freedom. You receive true freedom from being troubled by Ravan. The people of Bharat believe that they received freedom from the Christians. But where is that freedom? You receive freedom, the independent kingdom. You heard in the song that since you have found the Father, the earth, the sky, and the sea all belong to you. There are no limits to that. Acha. To the sweetest children who have met me again after 5,000 years, to the children who are to claim the inheritance, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. Number 1. Follow the mother and father fully and claim a high status through this study. Don't have any interest in this world. Remain in simplicity. Second, whatever you see with your eyes, see it but don't see it. Become complete destroyers of attachment. Don't waste anything at the confluence age. Blessing. May you be a world benefactor and receive power and the fruit of service with the awareness of your occupation. While doing any work, do not forget your occupation. The Pandavas worked in an incognito way, but they had the intoxication of their victory. In the same way, you may be servants of the government. You may have some employment, but always have the intoxication of being a world benefactor. By having this awareness, you will automatically become powerful, and by constantly having the intention of serving, you will continue to receive power and the fruit of service. It is remembered, you always receive the fruit of your good wishes. Therefore, the good wishes of your service will give many souls the fruit of peace and power. Slogan. When your form of a godly student is constantly in your awareness, Maya will not come to you. Slogan. When your form of a godly student is constantly in your awareness, Maya will not come to you. Om Shanti.